Well, hey folks, relaunching with John Rickland, and no, do not adjust your device. That's gross. Do that on your own time. Hopefully not on camera. We don't need to see that. Whatever you do in the privacy of your own home is good. But anyway, the Derb is not doing an NXT review this week. I am. The Derb is on vacation. I will be doing an NXT review this week, but not next week because I have tonight off. I'm not going to have next Wednesday night off. So I don't see the point really in doing that review. And plus, it's going to be so damn close to TakeOver Chicago that I'm going to be too busy doing the previews and also doing other reviews, so I'm not going to have time to do it. But after conferring with the Derb, he said it was okay that I do a review for this, so that's why I'm here. And I do want to thank you guys for supporting his solo review efforts. He's been knocking these NXT reviews out of the park. He's gotten better and better. I'm really happy, really, really proud of the guy. Because, my best friend, I knew he was going to do some great, great things. I can't take any credit for it. This guy is great. He's dynamite. And I do want to thank you guys for supporting my solo reviews and also the reviews that myself and the Derb do. He should hopefully be back for TakeOver Chicago and for Money in the Bank. But let's get cracking on with this. A good episode of NXT tonight. Shayna promo. I am going to be the best women's champion in the world. That is what I'm going to do. Yes. Hooray. I am the Queen of Spades. Queen of Error Spades. Queen of ... Spades. I know they script the promos like crazy. Even in NXT, they let them be a little more themselves. Shayna's just not that good on the promos. Now, I know people get better over time, but sorry, for somebody that's been apparently wrestling since 2015, according to stuff I've seen, she's not that good. Sorry, she's not. I know that NXT, I know that NXT is hurting for people that have some name credibility, but I'm not saying that Shayna isn't a good athlete, because she is. She is a very good athlete. I'm not knocking her credentials in MMA. But she has, as far as a character, I guess her persona is fine, but she's not really good on promos. And when the bell rings, I lose interest. Even though she can hit some good submission maneuvers. I don't find her believable. I don't find her interesting. She's the second worst NXT Women's Champion that they've had in the small time that the NXT Women's title has existed. However, maybe this feud with Nikki Cross will change my mind. Probably not. And Nikki Cross is going to lose the TakeOver Chicago, but whatever. Nikki Cross comes out after having taken the title away from Shayna last week, and I don't know how Shayna got the title back, but whatever. But Shayna's going to beat, she's going to destroy Nikki the next time she comes up to her. It's like Nikki's like, do it. It's like all crazy and fiery and adorable. And I wonder what Nikki Cross is like outside the ring. Anybody know in the comments how she is? If you've met her, I heard she's really cool. Fiery, adorable, probably insane, but that's good. It's a good mix. Nikki super over with the crowd. They brawl for a bit. Nikki goes for the belt. Shayna attacks her. And then Nikki still gets better of her. Shayna gets busted open in the mouth. Hopefully she's okay. It didn't look like nasty, but just like, ooh, God, she cut her lip. Did she bust a tooth? Probably cut her lip. But hopefully she's okay. Seemed fine. Par for the course. Blood will happen. And this feud will carry on to TakeOver Chicago, where Nikki will probably be beaten. I'd be very surprised if Shayna won. Or Shayna lost, that is. Because, if Shayna doesn't at least win by DQ, I'd be very, very shocked. But whatever. Still, good opening segment. And then we go to TM61 versus some jobbers. I didn't catch the jobbers' names because the announcers only said them once, and I was too busy enjoying watching it and tweeting to really pay attention to jobbers' names. Didn't really matter. One of the jobbers got a few shots in. But Thorne hit a great dropkick. Great dropkick. Just superb. Great agility. TM61 wins easily. Cuts a promo afterwards that they're basically coming after the NXT tag titles. I'm for it. I'm down. I think the TM61's heels is certainly the way to go. They're going to do some great things. Then we had a lot of recaps tonight. We had recaps of Lars and Aleister Black last week, where they had their little face-off and Lars blocked a black mass and hit the freak accident. They had Lars training, beating up some guys in Performance Center. That was good stuff. Then Roderick Strong versus Danny Burch. Good match, short. Of course, you were going to have some distractions and stuff like that. You had great wrestling. some good stuff, but this is really just a way to hype the future NXT tag title match at TakeOver Chicago. Cole, Adam Cole, B-Blade, and I can't really do the whole bye thing very well. Not like the Derb can. He's come up with some different variations. But Cole and O'Reilly, not Auto Parts, come down and distract Birch, and then Oney Lorcan and Pete Dunne come down, and they're all in a big schmoz and everything. Cole distracts Danny Birch. Roderick is able to hit big move. 1, 2, 3. Good stuff. And there we go. So Strong gets the victory. And he's all happy holding his title. And he doesn't see that Pete Dunne's right behind him. And then Pete Dunne. And, Pete Dunne starts to get his hands on him. I'm for this match actually happening. If it'll probably happen on the taping that takes place before, or actually the matches that take place right before TakeOver Chicago for the live crowd that's shown the week after a TakeOver, which I'm for, but I think you could extend this feud, have maybe Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate versus the Undisputed Era for the tag titles if Birch and Lorcan don't win. Though I think Birch and Lorcan could win, and I think they should. But I'll get to my TakeOver predictions next week, sometime around Tuesday or maybe even Wednesday I will. Or maybe even actually Sunday, because they've announced the whole card. So, we did get a little backstage thing with EC3 and Cassius Ohno. Cassius Ohno doing a photo shoot. EC3 and Cassius Ohno for next week. Should be a decent match. Then we had a black package featuring Alistair. Yes, that was intentionally worded that way to be a bad joke. Good stuff. He will be in Full Sail next week, which has already happened. Of course, they tape a month's worth of shows. I don't read the spoilers anymore because I watch it and then I watch the Derb's reviews to see the great things that he does. And by the way, check out the rest of the reviews if you haven't been. Derb does some great work. Apologies for my voice if I sound a little bit rough. Long work week. This was the 8th day of 8 days in a row at work. And I also mowed along. I've also been super tired, so I'm sorry if I'm a little bit dragging tonight. Dream and Ricochet had a package. The King and Prince package. Of course, it's like you had King Ricochet, the Velveteen Dream, the Prince, taking his influence from Jimi Hendrix and Prince as far as his style and everything, and that's not knocking him, because it's great. Velveteen Dream, quite frankly, should be WWE champion before 2020. Or by 2020. I'm serious. I think he should. I think the guy's got it all. But, good enough video package. Then we get Lacey Evans versus Kairi Sane. New gear for Kairi Sane. A little bit Dakota Kai-esque. And Lacey Evans has really improved. I saw potential in her even 6 months or so ago. Even one of her first matches. I saw the pinup look, that kind of stuff. And I'm like, there's something here. Gotta take some time. But she's going to do some good things. So, they had a good match. They had a really good match. It was a good TV match. It wasn't a great match. Good strikes. Great moonsault by Evans where she jumps and then jumps off the ropes and hits a moonsault, or misses a moonsault. But still, very impressive. That's how you do a damn moonsault, Charlotte. I mean, I know Charlotte is impressive, but I'm worried the way she does it, she's going to snap her leg. And I hope that doesn't happen. Kairi Sane ends up, taking over. Hayne the sliding D. Nah, phrasing. Anyway, and then eventually hits the insane elbow. And 1, 2, 3. Kairi Sane gets victory. It's a rubber match. This was a good little feud, and Lacey Evans has kept improving. So, it did its job. And then we get Tommaso Ciampa. The heat he gets is incredible. Cutting a promo on the crowd saying, you gave up on me long before I gave up on you. He's still holding on to the whole thing that happened to TakeOver Chicago a year ago, and I don't blame him. I myself didn't think Ciampa was going to pull it off after his injury, and he did, and I wish I could take back what I said. It wasn't I didn't think Ciampa wasn't double tough, but I didn't think they would let him, and he did. Good for him, and I'm so happy he's been able to turn it into a positive. He gets a ton of heat. Gargano comes out. They have a brawl. They have a brawl all over part of Full Sail. And Ciampa locks the Gargano lock on, or the Gargano escape, or on Gargano, which was really cool. Ciampa does that. That was really nice. And then it seems like the things are going to end. They have the ending graphic as Ciampa's walking up the ramp. Boom, boom, boom. Gargano attacks him. Even busts Ciampa open at one point. And they had to cut away so the doctors could be out there with gloves to wipe out the blood. It was pretty vicious. I mean, he was cut like kind of bad. And then Gargano escape on there. But apologies to the camera, just in and out, by the way. So that was good stuff. Ends with that. Gargano tapping out Ciampa on the stage. So that was NXT. I would say a B episode. Good stuff, good hype for TakeOver. So yeah, that's what I gotta say. Agree, disagree with what I said? Like, share, comment, subscribe. Twitter link in the description. If I'm real honestly with Derb, the Derb will be back in 2 weeks for these NXT reviews. And we'll hopefully be back for TakeOver and Money in the Bank. I will see you soon.